Okay, so let's look at college football as we check out the national championship game between Alabama and Clemson. It's a rematch of last year. After Alabama beat Clemson, Clemson is looking to get revenge this year against Alabama in the national title game. I think it should be interesting as Deshaun Watson and their offense with Mike Williams and Wayne Gallman go up against this Alabama defense. I think Deshaun Watson really will have to make plays in the air with his big wide receivers against the Alabama secondary, who's been known to make mistakes. So it should be interesting in that area. And then Clemson's defense has looked really good. I think if they can use that defense effectively, they can win this game easily. So this should be interesting. And also, guys, that night, on Monday night, I'll have a live feed on Instagram of the game, so you can check it out as I give a little bit of analysis during it, and you can see the game in case you can't watch it on your TV. Okay, so let's talk a little college basketball as we look at the teams in the top 5. Alright, so we got number 1 Villanova, who's stayed the same. Number 2 Baylor, who's moved up after number 4 UCLA had a loss this weekend. And we still have number 3 Kansas, they haven't gone anywhere. As I said, it's number 4 UCLA, and number 5 Gonzaga, who's taking the place of Duke after they got upset by Virginia Tech. Okay, so let's check out the NFL playoffs as we start the wild card this weekend. Alright, so we have the Dolphins and the Steelers in the AFC. We also have the Raiders and the Texans in the AFC. And then in the NFC, we have the Giants and the Packers, and the Seahawks and the Lions. So it should be interesting as we see this wild card unfold. And note that many of times the wild card team has ended up in the Super Bowl. I think of like the Packers, other teams like Carolina last year made it. So don't count a wild card team out if you're picking any Super Bowl predictions. Okay, so let's check out the Barclays Premier League table as we look at the top 4 teams. First, we have Chelsea at 49 points. Chelsea failed to get points this week as they lost to Tottenham here at 42 points. Tottenham's been climbing the table as of recent. They look to chase down Chelsea. And Liverpool is looking to chase down Chelsea as well. Liverpool drew at Sunderland 2-2, but also beat Manchester City 1-0. City, right here, has had some struggles still as of late under Pep Guardiola, but they still have time to catch up with Chelsea. Chelsea's got a tough stretch ahead as they play some of the title contenders in a row. And some of these teams look to take advantage of that if Chelsea can lose some of those games or draw. They can easily catch up on Chelsea here and track them down in the title race. Alright guys, so I'm with my celebrity guest picker Kevin Lasby. Kevin, welcome to the show.
Andy, thanks for having me.
Alright, so we're going to get into some discussion on some sports, and we'll talk about the big games coming up this weekend and make our picks. Okay guys, so Kevin is at Vanderbilt University. He plays for their club tennis team. He's majoring in biomedical engineering, and he's in his freshman year there. So Kevin, a lot of people talk about Vanderbilt being like the smart school, and it is true, but tell me why Vanderbilt should be known for their sports.
Well, a lot of people don't know Vanderbilt won the national title in baseball just 2 years ago. We've got, a decent football team, made a bowl, beat Tennessee this season. It was a big upset. I was there to see it. Yeah. And let's see, we've got a basketball team that's pretty good. So we're on the rise in sports, and we're already there in some of them.
Oh yeah. If the sports were in the classroom, y'all would dominate.
That's right.
Y'all would win national title games. Definitely. Okay, so Kevin won state doubles title in high school with Opelika High School, and he won with his partner Andrew Basilia. Mm-hmm. So winning that, what was that like? Just reaching the pinnacle of the state doubles title there.
It was really satisfying. I had a lot of fun. Those 4 matches at state. I'll look back on that for a long time as some of the best tennis, most fun tennis I've ever played.
Mm-hmm. And actually, I'll be playing with your doubles partner Andrew Basilia on the team this year, so nice. it'll be interesting.
Yeah, yeah, y'all are have a shot to go all the way.
Yeah,
I'll
hopefully.
be rooting for y'all.
Oh yes, it would be fun, definitely. Okay, so let's get into some picks, and we're gonna start with the AFC wildcard games, as we have the Miami Dolphins versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who do you think's gonna win that game?
Let's see. I gotta go with the Steelers in this one. Miami hasn't been in the playoffs for a while. I think they'll be jittery. They won't know how to handle themselves.
Yeah.
Steelers will get it.
Yeah, I got Big Ben and the Steelers. I picked against them with Winston, and he told me that Big Ben would win, and I didn't believe him, but they did. So I think they're gonna win.
Yep.
Next game we have is the Texans and the Raiders. Who do you think's gonna win that game?
Let's see. Derek Carr's out with an injury, right, for the Raiders. So I think they won't be able to recover from that. I'm gonna go with the Texans.
I'm going to go with the Texans too. I like J.J. Watt and that defense to destroy the Raiders, so I think they'll win that game. We're going to continue in the NFL with the NFC wildcard games, as we have the Giants and the Packers. So Kevin, who do you think is going to win that one?
Let's see. I got to go with the Eli Manning to OBJ connection.
Yes.
I like New York in this one.
This is an intriguing matchup because you have two really good quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers and Eli Manning, and they have good receivers like Odell Beckham and Randall Cobb. I have to give the edge to Rodgers though in the Packers, because Aaron Rodgers is playing on a high level right now. He looks really good. Okay, so the next game we have is the Seahawks and the Lions. Who do you think is going to win this game?
Let's see. I had 3 Seahawks players on my fantasy team this year, so I got to go with the Seahawks.
Ooh,
I just think they're a better team.
I like Seahawks at home. I don't think the Lions can handle them at home with that crowd in Seattle. It can be very tough for an opponent. Okay, so we got a couple of NCAA basketball games for Kevin to pick. So we'll start out with Arkansas and Kentucky. Who do you think's going to win that one?
I got Kentucky in this one all the way. They got Malik Monk. They're the best team in the SEC right now.
Yeah, the best team to Vanderbilt.
Yeah, that's right. That's true.
I've got Kentucky too. I like Malik Monk. They're just too dominant, but Vanderbilt is still they get. I think Vanderbilt can play with them. And speaking of Vanderbilt, we've got Vanderbilt versus Alabama. Who do you think's gonna win?
Vanderbilt all the way. I hate Alabama with my whole being. Vanderbilt's got some good players. We beat LSU in our first SEC game, so I got Vanderbilt.
I got Vanderbilt too, because I'm right there with you. I hate Alabama with a passion, and I have to stay neutral in this show, but I have to tell you, I go in with Vanderbilt there. So now we have number 1 Villanova facing off against Marquette. Who you got?
I got Villanova, number 1 team in the country.
Yeah, I got Villanova too. I don't see them losing this game.
Yep.
Okay, so we've got the national title game for Kevin to pick, and it's going to be a very good game as Alabama faces Clemson once again in Tampa, Florida. So Kevin, who do you think is going to win this game?
Everyone said that Jake Browning would be tough for Alabama to stop because they have a weaker secondary. So that should be another storyline with Deshaun Watson in this game. He was a Heisman Trophy finalist. So I'm gonna have to go with Clemson on this one. I think Deshaun Watson, tears up the Alabama secondary, and I think Clemson wins on a last-second field goal.
Okay, big prediction there. I'm gonna go with Clemson too, and it's not just because I hate Alabama. It's because I like Clemson's defense here. I think they played amazing against Ohio State. They shut them out, absolutely shut them out, 31-0. And I think they can do that same thing against a non-Lane Kiffin offense anymore now that he's gone. And I think Steve Sarkisian will find it difficult to coach in his very first game, being the national title game. I think Clemson takes advantage of that with their defense, and then Deshaun Watson comes behind them, makes the plays, and they win the game. So definitely a very biased, but I have to admit, I think Clemson really can win this. Thank you guys so much for watching the show today. Don't forget you can catch my live Instagram feed of the national title game between Clemson and Alabama on Monday night. Also, check out my Snapchat stories at Huling1 as you can get live exclusive content from the show. And thank you, Kevin, so much for coming on the show today. It was great to have you. I thank you for just taking time to be on the show. And for me, I've been Andy Huling, and this is the Huling Sports Report. And it feels so good.